For some reason, my mic muted when I unmuted it. Okay, so let's restart this. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great night. Welcome to our Sham 6 Times YouTube Horror Movie channel. But more importantly, welcome to the Horror Hooligans episode 6. In this episode, me and Destin are going to be talking about the best final guys in horror movies. And we're not going to do no rankings. We're just going to have a fun time here tonight. Talk some final guys here on the stream and, share with you guys some of our favorite final guys in all of horror. And I would like for you guys in the comment section to do the same. This is definitely going to be a fun time. This is basically a follow-up to the last episode that we did on Destin's channel where we talked about the final girls of horror. So again, this is definitely going to be a fun time. If you haven't done so already, please shoot the episode a like. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm, as well as follow both of us on our social media platforms. Destin, my brother, what's going on with you, man? How's your night going? Movie star, or should I say TV show star? Oh, you're muted, buddy. You're muted.
Oh, my bad.
We both did the same thing. Let's go.
I didn't know you were going to put me on the spot like that, man.
You're good, man.
No, it feels kind of cool. It was kind of happened. I wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, but yeah, I'll be on Landman season 2 as an extra, as a lawyer. So I'm getting suited and booted next Wednesday. So I guess I'll be able to know how it feels to be in the makeup chair or whatever.
Hell yeah, man. It's funny. It is so funny that you're going to be playing an extra as a lawyer or whatnot and stuff like that, because I never told you this, but at some point I do want to make it happen, just to have, like an extra clip, like a funny clip or something like that on the channel and stuff when, somebody sends in a super chat and stuff. But I've always wanted to do Carlito's Way opening scene with me playing Carlito and with you as the lawyer. I don't know why. I'm just like, Destin would be so fucking perfect as my wingman on this. So it's like it's fate for you to be a lawyer, my friend.
Nice. Thanks, man. That's really nice of you, man. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. We'll see. I'm just going to try to get more involved. And it's crazy because I've been seeing this show being filmed all over the DFW. And I submitted for a lot of different roles and they came back with this one. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So
hell yeah, man. Hey, one door opens, you know what I mean? It opens other doors sometimes as well. So I think you got this, buddy. I really do. And I will be making sure that I tune in for some Landman episodes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
it's a good show, man. It's a good show. It's got a little bit of everything in there.
Hell yes.
Billy Bob Thornton, he's already awesome.
Yeah, and just by looking at the cast, when I got to look at the cast list, and plus with you mentioning it and stuff, they have a great cast all around. Ali Lauder, Demi Moore, you said was in it, like
John Hamm.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even see on the cast list he was in it. See, yeah, that show's just definitely got to be a banger when you got all that top quality talent playing in it.
Right. Exactly.
All right, so we are going to get to the chat real quick. Before we get this conversation started, we have Oliver here coming through with 17 months as a channel member. Thank you so much, Oliver, for your continued support. It's greatly appreciated. And I will be in contact with you in the next coming days so we can set up our live stream in regards to talking about some Saul. So keep an eye out for your Instagram, my friend. And thank you again for being a continued member here and showing your support as you always do. Love having you here, man. Okay, so let me scroll up here in the chat. King Matthew III coming through at 8:58 p.m. Eastern Time, saying my top 3 final guys in horror movies have to be Bert from Tremors, Dewey, and I don't know if this counts because of the newer movie, but Ray Brunson is number 3. Nah, Ray still counts. He was still a final guy at one point in time, and we're going to get into that. You know what I mean? So that's a great list, Matthew. What do you think about Matthew's list?
Man, it really is a great list, man. Especially throwing in the Tremors, man. I wasn't even thinking Tremors.
Right?
Dewey as always, and Ray also, like I think that's a pretty solid list. I like it.
Hell yeah, I like it too. I like it a lot, despite what the new "I Know What You Did Last Summer" movie did with Ray.
He did it for Julie.
He did it for the town of Southport. What's going on? Val saying, "Hey, you guys." The general in the chat. Did you want to say something, bro?
Yeah. I was going to say, how mad would everybody be if that's the type of treatment that and screen time we get with the reveal of Stu Macher? Like reveal and done. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of.
I might have to take a flamethrower to the theater if I can sneak it in. I'm telling you, if they do some shit like that. But then again, it's like, even if they reveal him alive, I feel like how they handle, if they're going to go with the AI direction and the flashbacks and stuff like we assume, I feel like if we get his character in more scenes in that way, even if we get him revealed as live, now, granted, I want to see, and I at least want to see a fucking great battle between him and Sydney, and stuff. Yeah. But if he does be revealed alive and his screen time is kind of short and stuff, I feel like depending on what they do with the character throughout the entire movie, then we can be the judge of if that was a great decision or not to have him be revealed alive, but only give him so little screen time and stuff like that. But I do think a lot of people would be very disappointed if you didn't at the very least, give him close to, I want to say, maybe 7 to 10 minutes at the end.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that was a great question to bring up, man, because we have to start thinking about things like this, especially when that movie comes out, considering what I Know What You Did Last Summer did, and stuff, because we know this, Destin, even though Scream has already been shot, edited and stuff for the most part, you just have to think that they were going to do anything in their power to one up that movie. So, yeah, for sure, man. Sure. That was a great point to make there, because let's just hope it don't get jinxed. Let's just hope.
Yeah, that's what's always. I was like, man, don't bring him back just to kill him in 5 minutes. Like let his character breathe for a minute. Let it be a big showdown.
Right, I agree, full-heartedly agree. That's something I Know What You Did Last Summer could have took notes. In regards to,
I want like Sydney and Roman showdown. If it's Stu.
I agree. I full-heartedly agree. Yeah, especially after what we just witnessed, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. We need an epic throwdown between our final girl Sydney and, in my opinion, what could be at the end of this movie our ultimate killer final guy in Stu.
Yeah.
NRU Cody in the chat. What's going on, Cody? Nice to see you here. Saying Tommy Jarvis, Sam Loomis. Yes, Sam, the trauma that went through from Michael, and Ash from Evil Dead. That's another great list. What do you think about this, Destin?
Yeah. Cody's got it. Cody's got one of the best lists. Ash, man, and even Dr. Loomis, man. Like you can't go wrong, man. Those are like staples.
Fact. And we're going to get into it here in a little bit more once I get through the comments. Cody said, I feel like Bill from It is a final boy. No, he definitely is. Even though there are others, but Pennywise went after Bill specifically, so I consider him a final boy. No, he definitely is. All of those guys in the It franchise, all those characters, the male characters, in my opinion, can be considered final guys, the ones that lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up, Dom? Glad to see you here, man. Hope you're having a great night.
Dama ding dong.
What's up, Patrol? Glad to see you here as always, buddy. Hope you're having a great night. Saying, oh, yeah. Oliver saying, hello, I didn't get blocked. No, you did not get blocked this time, Oliver. You didn't. You're safe. Yo, what's up, Oracle? Oracle 684 saying, "What's going on, gang? I'm sitting here watching. I know what you did last summer, 97. Hey, not a bad choice, especially after, I will say this, and I said it in my review video that posted at 8:30, about an hour ago. After watching the movie a couple more times, it definitely did kind of bring down, my like of the movie after the first watch and stuff. So, going back to the original is never a bad choice.
Yeah.
Oh, Dom coming in with somewhat of a hot take, saying best final guy ever, I have to say, is Alex Browning from Final Destination. What do you feel about that, Destin?
He's definitely on my list, man. Like, yes, Alex Browning is awesome. Like, he really just, he was surviving death itself, and he sold that character, dude. Like, yeah, and I still think he's alive to today. So yeah, bring back Devin Sawa.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. If only, these new creators would listen to us. That would be so epic to see Alex Browning return and be revealed that he never died to begin with. So I'm right there with you, man. And Dom, I agree that he is definitely one of the best final guys, in horror for sure. Cody saying, I saw Fantastic Four, the new steps on an app, and I'll say it now, it's better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. I said it. That's funny. Hey, man, that's awesome, though, that you enjoyed Fantastic Four. I'm going to have to catch up with that. That is one of the more recent superhero movies that I'm actually interested in, despite of how certain characters look in that movie in regards to, like, what the fuck do you call the Rock character or whatever? What is his name?
Is it The Thing?
I think it is The Thing. Yeah, I don't like how
I don't know.
they turned it into a bowl cut. I don't like that. But
man, he looks like Popeye's chicken. The crust on Popeye's chicken. Hey, I had a buddy that went and saw it night before last. He went to that actual premiere with like Pedro Pascal and everybody, and he was like in the front row watching it. And he didn't get it back till like 3 a.m. But he said it was good. It wasn't great. It was good.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Good is better than bad. Like, so we'll take that.
That it is. Good ain't bad, and bad ain't good.
Val saying, don't forget us when y'all get famous. LOL.
Never forget
I don't think
Val.
Destin will. I honestly don't think Destin would forget us, honestly.
No.
If anything, I think Destin would be like the Adam Sandler out of all the group and bring all of us with him.
Yeah. I'll be out there in basketball shorts, walking down Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, right? Yes, King Matthew saying, also, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, the man, the king of the crazy train, unfortunately has passed away. It's crazy, man. All these iconic, actors and musicians and stuff that we grew up on and stuff, unfortunately, their time is, basically, ending, and stuff. And it's really fucking sad to see, because it's just like you grew so connected to these musicians and these actors and stuff that, it kind of feels like your family to a degree when that happens.
Right. Yeah, it does. Mama, I'm coming home. Man, I know it's sad.
Jerry Wilson coming through with a membership chat. Has been a member for 1 month, saying, love being here. Thank you so much, Jerry. I greatly appreciate you, man. And I love the fact that you love being here. That's what me and Destin strive for, not only with this podcast, but with both of our channels, is for all of you guys to have a place here on YouTube that you guys can enjoy being a part of. That's like the number one thing for us. So absolutely love that you love being here, Jerry. It's greatly appreciated, and it is an honor, my friend, for sure. Okay, give me 1 second. I think we might be all caught up in the chat for the most part. Hold on. Yo, what's up, Gory Tiger? Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a great night.
What's up, Gory?
Uh-oh. Go DJ. That's our DJ. Saying Mod Squad rolled in. Yep, that's right.
Hashtag digital bouncers.
I'm glad to see everybody here. I know I haven't streamed and stuff all week, so this is definitely, a nice little chill, relaxing stream, episode of the podcast just to kick it with you guys and talk some horror, talk some horror movies and final guys in horror movies.
Yeah, it has been a busy week.
Oliver saying it will be as hot as hello here in Toronto tomorrow.
That almost rhymed.
Yeah.
Hello here in Toronto. Starting a song.
That's funny. Yo, what's up, Leonia? Saying, hey, y'all, what's going on, girl? Glad that you can make it. Always glad to see you here.
Mm-hmm.
King Matthew III saying the next final guys on my list would be Randy from Scream 1 and 2 and Mark Kincaid from Scream 3. All right, Destin, so let's kick off into this, let's venture off into this whole topic of final guys in horror movies and stuff like that. What do you think about King Matthew's comments here in regards to Randy from Scream 1 and 2 and Mark Kincaid being viable final guys? What do you say about that?
I do. I think that they are. I think they're both almost similar too, because they survived the first outing with the villain, and then they get killed in the second one. So yeah, they're final guys. They lived through it a little bit until they got offed. But man, Kincaid was awesome. He wasn't scared of Freddy. He was gonna kick his ass. And Randy, he was a little scared, but you know what? He stood on business, and he knew his shit. And actually, he was ahead of everybody.
Destin, I think you're thinking of the wrong Kincaid.
Oh shit! I'm thinking of Kincaid from Nightmare 3. I'm thinking of Kincaid from Nightmare 3.
Hey, he's a great final guy too, so no shame in that, buddy.
Yeah, all I saw was Kincaid. I didn't see from Scream 3. My bad. And Nightmare 3, it kind of Kincaid in both.
Hell yeah, man! But no, it's a good
Mark
point.
Kincaid's that you good made. Too.
Oh yeah, but it is a good point that you made in regards to Kincaid's character from Dream Warriors, because, in my opinion, he was one of the better male characters in the entire Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. You know what I mean? He was such a fun character to, follow and stuff like that. I love his crash out moments. No with this. But we would really just get so animated. He wasn't having the bullshit. He just wasn't down with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. You ain't putting me to sleep.
Yeah, right. Right. But no, I agree, Matthew, in regards to Randy being one of the best final guys for sure. It sucks to say that, he got killed off. He should be a character that is still living in the Scream franchise. But I digress. But I also think that Mark Kincaid was also a great final guy. And what made Mark Kincaid a great final guy, in my opinion, was that he was so suspicious. And he had this kind of obsession element to him in regards to Sidney. And it's disrespectful that they're not going to have that character as Sidney's husband in the next movie. But what can we do?
Yeah.
Okay, so Destin, just if you want to do like a top 5, top 6 list, it's up to you. Who are your top final guys in the horror genre that really stand out to you? Like when you think about horror guys in horror, final guys in horror, Jesus. When you think about final guys in horror or whatever, which final guys in the horror genre really stand out to you? Like, which ones do you think deserve to always be mentioned at the top of the heap?
Well, I have to go with, some already said it, Ash is definitely one. Alex Browning, I don't want to keep taking those because we've already kind of talked on them a little bit, but I'm gonna talk about some others. Here's one that a lot of people don't really talk about, but I always thought was a pretty solid final guy, and it's Marty from Cabin in the Woods. I liked him. He was like the stoner guy, and he was he's like, I'm not going to be your puppet, like, and I just liked him as a character. I was like, man, he kind of really made the movie a little bit, because you didn't really realize that you were going to be following him a little bit and kind of discovering stuff. It was like the unlikely people being killed or surviving in that movie. And I liked how it was presented. But yeah, Marty was always pretty cool. He wasn't a badass, but he was smarter than you thought. And yeah, he made it to the end. So I like to think that ending will get retconned and we'll get a Cabin in the Woods too. Maybe they were just stoned and all that shit was going on or something,
Hey, it's possible, man. It's definitely possible. Because from what I remember of that movie, I feel like they can definitely redo that ending scene and make a second one. That is one of the better, newer aged horror movies, I should say, that I actually thoroughly enjoyed and would love to see a sequel to. I have another Marty for you. Marty from Silver Bullet.
Damn.
Corey Haim's character. Yes. Bro, my homeboy was in a fucking wheelchair and still found a way to evade the werewolf in that movie. He fucking blasted him in the eye with one of his fireworks, and stuff. And I just feel like that character was the embodiment of courageous, and he was just such a likable character. Even though his sister Janie gave him shit for being a booger, he was a really, really likable character. Like, you not only sympathize with him, but you rooted for him. Like, I ain't gonna lie, there was times when I was a kid watching that movie, no matter how many times I saw it, just thinking like, it'd be nice if I'm watching a different version and we actually see Marty get up out of the wheelchair. You know what I mean? And stuff like that's how much you rooted for him in that movie. And Corey Haim has always, God rest his soul, played some great final guys. Lost Boys comes to mind with him and Jason Patrick and stuff like that. So yeah, you know what I mean? But definitely Marty from Silver Bullet is definitely up there high on my list. I know a lot of, horror fans don't really consider him to be high on that list, but for me, he definitely is.
Yeah, and man, you kind of touched on my other one, Sam and Michael from the Lost Boys, man. Like, dude, like especially yeah, Sam as well, but they're brothers, so I kind of put them in the same category together. But Michael was also badass, he took on David, and man, the Lost Boys, you already know, man, is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So,
arguably the best vampire movie ever made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love Gary Oldman and I love, Bram Stoker's Dracula, but it just didn't have the flair and the coolness that Lost Boys had.
It's a toss-up for me. It's either Lost Boys or From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, that is another good vampire movie right there for sure. Yeah, that's going to have to be a rewatch for me. It's been a long time. Okay, DJ saying Corey Haim, Silver Bullet. Yup. Absolutely. King Matthew saying my next picks would be Barry Cox from I Know What You Did Last Summer and Andy Barkley from Child's Play. So I'll touch on this real quick, and then I'll get Destin's thoughts on this. I don't consider Barry Cox a final guy because he didn't live, but hey, everybody has their own opinions on how they label a final guy. I will say, as much of an asshole Barry Cox was, he still was somewhat of a likable character in that original film for sure. And I wish that they actually would have gave him a flashback scene or a nightmare sequence with Sarah Michelle Gellar in the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, but that's neither here or there. And Andy Barkley from Child's Play, definitely one of the best final guys in horror for sure, especially with his resurgence as an adult. I think that he continues to stamp his legacy as one of the best final guys of horror of all time. The more he keeps coming back and does more Child's Play, Chucky TV show projects. What do you think about that, Destin?
Yeah, I do too. I like that was like an unlikely thing for it to happen, and it was really cool that he was able to come back and fill those shoes again.
Right.
Barry Cox, yeah, he didn't survive, so he's not a final guy. He died. It would be cool if they did. I mean, it's like everyone came back, but his character, you know what I mean? Like like at least in the dream sequence, you could have brought him back because Ryan Philippe is still working today. I mean, just walk in on the scene, like in that dream sequence or something. I mean, even though that was kind of even orchestrated poorly, in my opinion, like it felt out of place. It felt really forced, and I mean, it was cool seeing her back and everything, but it just, I don't know. This is a Noe Dilla, so we've been talking about that a lot, but yeah, Barry Cox just isn't considered a final guy. He got killed, and he got punked earlier on in the movie. He was almost like crying on the ground because the fisherman was standing over him and put him in the hospital. And then later on, he catches him from behind like a hitman and kills him. So Barry Cox didn't even really get to fight the fisherman, really. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I will say this. I will say this. When you go back and look at that original movie and you go back and look at Teddy's character in this new movie, Teddy was way more fucking tougher than Barry, because at least Teddy threw a punch. You know what I mean? Like, and so Barry, even when the fisherman came from behind and Ben Willis took him out from behind, it's still the point Barry didn't put up much resistance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And stuff. So to me, that tough guy act kind of goes down the drain now with the emergence of Teddy's character in the new movie. But yeah, I digress. Some more final guys in horror that I'd like to talk about. How about Eric Matthews in Saw?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Bro. Fucking Dottie killed it, bro.
Man, especially in that second one, man. I mean, he was like, at first I didn't think I was going to like his character. I was like, who is this and why do I care? And then by the end, he's just like, throwing Jigsaw around and everything, and like, yeah, it's a great pick. He survived for a couple of entries.
Yes, he did, for sure. And also, I think it was the third one that they showed it. Yeah. I mean, he literally did the same thing that Gordon did and basically cut off his own foot so that he can get out of that bathroom. You know what I mean? So fucking guy was tough as fucking nails, man. Like the way he went out in that franchise, I felt was definitely forced and shouldn't have happened. Like the way that he went out, they should have gave him more run.
Yeah.
DJ says the main character from Fright Night. I think I might have watched it when I was younger, just like flicking through the TV. So it's safe to say I never really watched Fright Night. What do you think about this, Destin? What about the main character from Fright Night? Is he a viable final guy?
I've never seen the original. Never seen that, but I've seen the remake. I like Charlie Brewster in the remake. What's his name? He passed away. Have you seen the remake of Fright Night?
No.
So good, dude. That's a better vampire movie too. So I can't really compare it with the original, but yeah, I liked it. They even had McLovin in the remake.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking McLovin.
Yeah, and it was good, man. Colin Farrell as the vampire and stuff. It was a fun movie. I like the remake.
Okay, see, I did see that Colin Farrell was in that movie, so now I want to go watch it. Now I want to watch. I totally forgot that he was in that movie.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to check both of them out.
Yeah. I think they had a Fright Night 2 as well back in the day in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Dang, I can't talk. I got one.
Go ahead.
John Tate from H2O.
Yeah. Now you see, now you're speaking my language right there. Yes, absolutely. You already know how I feel about that character. I feel like they should bring him back. So yeah, he was definitely one of the best final guys in horror. I mean, his uncle was the fucking, boogeyman. But it's like, even though they were running away from Michael, when it came down to the get down, he still fought him. You know what I mean? Like he still put paws on him and stuff like that. So, and just not only that, John Tate was such a likable character. You felt for him. You felt, Lori being such an overbearing parent on him that you wanted to root for him to be like kind of drift away from that and not let that consume his life the way it consumed hers. And just at that time, especially in the late 90s, Josh Hartnett was one of those, he was one of those actors, in my opinion, that were for the guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And it's such a great thing to see that he is now back doing movies. I understand he had to take a break. Sometimes you got to do that in life. But it is such a great thing to see that he is now back acting. And hopefully, at some point, they would want to do a Halloween movie where they follow the John Tate character, especially if we're not going to ever follow Jamie Lloyd's character again.
Yeah. At least give us one or the other, or both. It'd be great, both. But I'm gonna double down with Josh Hartnett and say Zeke from The Faculty. Yeah, I just had to throw that in there. I just had to throw it in there.
Hell yeah, bro. Yes, he was awesome in both of those movies. He's like made to be the final guy. You know, I know he played somewhat of a psycho killer in, Trap and stuff like that. But to me, Josh Hartnett is made, in regards to horror movies, he is made to be the last guy standing. He just has that it factor to him.
Yeah, I agree.
Cody's saying Cotton Weary, Jesse Welsh, Charlie Brewster. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Jesse is from Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Am I right, Destin?
I think that's his last name. I know it's his first name. Charlie Brewster is from Fright Night, like we were talking about. And Cotton Weary, yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess Cotton Weary is, in the second one.
Yep.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I actually like the fact that he put Cotton Weary in there, because if you think about Cotton's character arc, he was the one being framed for Marine's murder. They found out it's not him. In his second movie, he was this massive red herring because of, the idea that he killed Marine. And then turns out that Cotton is he's more of an opportunist than anything, but he's actually a fucking pretty cool guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and stuff like, I feel like Cotton, in my opinion, should be up there as one of the best final guys because of that because of that story arc. Because it's very rare that you get a story arc like that where the final guy starts off as basically your prime suspect. He's like a convicted killer. Mm-hmm. Even though he didn't do it, it's still the fact. You know what I mean? So good stuff, Cody, bringing up Cotton Weary. I appreciate that.
I wonder what they would have done with this character before we got the new Scream 3. I wonder what Kevin Williamson had in store for his character.
Yeah, I wonder as well. And I also wonder if Liev, didn't tell them to kill him off, what they had in store for him. Because I feel like until he told them to kill him off, he might have been featured in more movies beyond the third one.
Yeah, because it seemed like they were building him up to be, up there next with Sydney, like he's the hero, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, okay, all right, here we go. But no, I just wonder what that original idea is. If I ever get a chance to interview Kevin Williamson, I'm going to ask.
Hell yeah, man. Or Liev. Never know. It would be nice to see them start popping up at these conventions.
Yeah.
And we have a super chat in the building from our very own Go DJ. That's our DJ. DJ Plays Favorites coming through with a $3 super chat. Thank you so much, DJ. I greatly appreciate it, man. Saying Fright Night 1985. So I'm assuming that you are referring to the final guy in that movie. Again, I'm gonna have to revisit that. Maybe that'll be a watch party here on the channel, because I've only seen it when I was younger and I don't remember it and stuff. So yeah. Thank you again, though, DJ, for your $3 super chat. It is greatly appreciated, man.
Was he wanting it? I thought maybe he was putting that in there. Maybe he wants that to be on the wheel because we haven't seen it.
I don't know. Let us know in the comment section, DJ, if you would like that to be on the wheel. Because if so, then I'm sure Destin will plug that bad boy in, and I'll write it down on the list.
Yeah.
Val saying, and Charlie from Fright Night is another good final guy. Yeah, see, man, we're getting a lot of these Fright Night, comments and stuff. I've only seen it when I was a kid and I don't remember. So this is going to be something we definitely have to watch and pick up on to see if we feel the same way as the others do. Ooh, yeah. Val coming through with another great one saying Hooper and Brody from Jaws are pretty badass final guys too. Yes, especially Brody. What do you think about this, Destin?
Man, I think it's both great. Man, I didn't even think about that for Jaws, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, come on, they took on the shark. Yes. Yes,
to me,
yes. I like that.
To me, Brody had one of the best iconic final guy or final girl lines to end the movie. Expire, you son of a bitch. Bong. You know what I mean? I love that scene. Absolutely love the scene. Love the dialogue. It checks all the boxes for me. Like Val just made my heart smile by bringing up Brody. She really did. Like that was, especially growing up, Roy Schneider playing that character. Huge fan.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I got something since we're doing the shark thing.
Uh-oh. Go for it.
LL Cool J and Thomas Jane in Deep Blue Sea.
Woo! Ooh! 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 I like that. Hell yeah, man. Yo, wow.
Isn't it Shark? Damn. Is it Shark Week?
It might be. It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. I mean, if it didn't already passed, I don't think it did, but maybe it did. I'm not sure. I don't keep track of the Shark Day dates too well. But man, those are some excellent choices, especially Thomas Jane, man. I'm a big fan of that dude, man, especially in The Punisher, stuff like that. But in Deep Blue Sea, yeah, bro, like they were awesome as final guys for sure, man. You know what I mean? Like, Thomas Jane in that movie, he wasn't afraid to get down with the get down in regards to those fucking over AI created sharks. Because those fuckers were on some next level shit. You know what I mean? And my boy had no fear. He was just like, oh, it's just another day at the office for me.
Yeah, he had the hero written all over him. He was like, damn, he's taking it full on, trying to get everyone to safety, and he's the leader of this group. Yeah.
Right. I agree. Great selections, man. Really good selections. King Matthews saying the next guy on my list would be Peter Strahm from Saw 4 and 5. He was a badass. The fact he escapes the trap by stabbing himself in the throat. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree with that, King Matthew. Yeah, Strahmy is up there for sure. And to me, even though he ended up, getting killed off by Hoffman's character, he had one of the best death scenes and finales in the entire franchise. Where he tries to get the box open and, he's talking to Hoffman before he plays the recorder, and he's like, I got you, you motherfucker. Like, he really thinks he has him. And then come to find out, it's like, nope, Hoffman got one up on you, bro. You should have just listened to him, and stuff. But yeah, he definitely was a badass character. Peter Strahm's character, for sure. Yeah, absolutely love that pick, Matthew. Great job mentioning him, because he doesn't get mentioned enough, if you ask me. What do you think about Strahmy, Destin?
I like it. Better than anyone. Like those the few sequels there with Strahm following Strahm wasn't like my favorite. I feel like he's a little bit forgettable to me. I need to rewatch him again, even though we watched him like a year or two ago. I don't know. I just couldn't latch on to Strahm, but I remember him being pretty solid. I could see why he'd be on a lot of people's lists. He just, for some reason, it's just kind of slipping my mind a little bit. Like, I know who he is. I just can't. I'm trying to think of like memorable moments that he had, and the only one I can really remember is when Hoffman got the one up on him. So I'm like, well, that doesn't count for like
Right.
that's I want to remember a moment, and you might know because you're fresher on the Saw series than I am, but like I don't really recall him being like a hero type in the show. I mean, in the movie,
Well, Hoffman
like have
took
his
the
moment.
hero. Hoffman took the hero tag from him in the fourth film. I mean, in the fifth film, because was it the fourth film? It was one of those two. It was the fourth one, because at the end we see Hoffman abduct Strom and put him in that box and fill it with water. And
Yeah.
remember, he had to take a pen and stab himself in the throat to
Oh
breathe.
yeah.
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 See, that right there, that scene alone for me solidified him as like a certified badass motherfucking final guy, because this motherfucker found a unique, innovative way to beat one of Jigsaw's traps, which is very, very hard to do.
Yeah.
DJ
I could
coming
see
through
that.
with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much, DJ. I greatly appreciate it, man. Saying will. All right, we will add that to the will. We will add Fright Night 1985 to Destin's will. Thank you again for your super chat, DJ. It's greatly appreciated. And I will make sure that Fright Night also gets put down on the paper list as well.
I saw that earlier. I already added it to the wheel. It's on there, DJ.
All right, sweet. Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ooh, you'll love this one, Destin. From Pietro Valentin. What's going on? Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a great night. Saying Chad Michael Murray makes a final guy on House of Wax.
Yeah, dude. House of Wax, the remake doesn't get enough love. And Chad, I know like he was like big with like the girls and stuff. He was solid in that movie. I was like, okay, I like this guy. Like he had the chops. Man, that movie was one of those movies I was like, I want to watch that movie right now. Like, I like that movie. I just like it. It's a good movie. And Chad Michael Murray, hell yeah, man. He kicked ass in that movie. I like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man, for sure. That's another movie we're going to have to watch again soon. That was definitely one of the better remakes. I don't understand what the hate is all about.
I got one.
A troll saying that Fright Night movie is great. Okay, we're going to have to check that out, man. Definitely going to have to check that out. It's on the wheel. So, hell yeah, we'll get to that when we can get to it. Val saying, hell yeah, Des. Love Deep Blue Sea. For sure. Hell yes.
Yep, me too.
Oh, Dom saying, I'm going to put Van Helsing as a badass final guy. I mean, I guess I can see that. Yeah, what do you think about that, Destin?
Like,
do you consider Van Helsing like part of horror?
I say it. Yeah, I would say it's there. Like, I mean, there's like different renditions of the story, and darker and lighter in tone and all that kind of stuff. So the character itself, yeah, it's a final guy. It's definitely a fight. He's a vampire hunter, and
that is true.
He's been done well in a lot of stuff. So yeah, I can see that. Dom ain't wrong about that one. I don't think.
No,
I like that. But I would have to even go with Brendan Fraser from The Mummy then, if we're going to do that.
Ooh, yeah, O'Connell, yeah. Hey, Benny, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. That's my shit, bro. I love it. Fucking love that you brought up Brendan Fraser in The Mummy. He was so awesome in those movies. That was that dude.
This new Mummy movie is going to be good, man.
They have a new one coming out?
Yeah, I think isn't it Cronenberg that's making it? I think they just started filming it. It's like a darker approach with The Mummy.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm down for that. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it. Damn. Yeah. Makes me want to invest in
body horror.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies, But if we can get a Mummy movie that is a little bit more horror centric, a little bit more darker, I'm down for that for sure.
Yeah, me too.
King Matthew saying, I'm not sure if this counts as horror either, but Ice Cube's character from Anaconda 1997 is next on my list of final guys. No, he definitely does count because I don't fucking like snakes. So they count as something horrifying and terrifying. So yes, I agree, Matthew. What do you think about that, Destin?
Yeah, man, that's a good one. I never even thought about that one, but yeah, he kicked ass in that movie. And he actually is the one that took out and killed was there 2 snakes in that movie? I think he killed the final one or something. Yeah, he was the one that kind of he put the axe in the head, man, and called it a bitch.
Hell yeah.
I got one that I think is pretty good choice, and I was thinking about it because of the faculty and everything. And this movie's similar, not the same, but Steve from Disturbing Behavior.
You fucking took one of mine, but it's okay. We're on the same wavelength. Yes, it's all good.
My bad.
No, you're good, bro. You're good because we both watched that movie together, and we both have such a love for that movie that I don't fucking care if you brought it up first. At some point, Steve from Disturbing Behavior was going to get brought up. So yeah, man, yeah, fucking James Marsden absolutely killed that role, man. Like, what I love about Steve's character is that he kind of had the look of your typical popular, hometown boy, but he was a complete opposite. He was very well reserved, very kind of, quiet. He wasn't a part of the jock crew, so to speak, like you would think he would be, because he had that look, and stuff like that. So, and just the way James Marsden played that role, it was just, he was a cool ass character, man. Like, just such a cool ass character to follow. So thank you for beating me to it, because Steve from Disturbing Behavior is definitely one of the top final guys. Does not get enough credit. That movie in general, we talk about it all the time, does not get enough credit the way it should.
No, it doesn't.
Cody saying Paris Hilton was hot in House of Wax. I don't care what people said. She was all right.
Yeah, I mean, she's a good-looking girl and everything.
No, go ahead. Say what you were saying, bro.
That's all. I was just saying, yeah, she was good looking.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if you had more to add to that or what.
But I thought she had a bad. I think I'm lagging. Am I lagging a little bit?
I did cut out for a second, but now you're good.
Okay. All right.
Pietro Valentim saying Tyler from Child's Play 3 and Glenn from Seed of Chucky are final guys. I like the Tyler nod, from Child's Play. I'm conflicted in regards to Glenn, but if you see him as a final guy, that's, hey, that's your opinion and you're entitled to have it. But Tyler from Child's Play 3, yeah, I'm actually definitely on board with that. Do you remember Tyler from Child's Play 3 on Destin?
You'd have to remind me, which one was Tyler?
Remember, he's the little black kid in the third one. When Andy goes to military school.
Is that the... Man, I haven't seen that one in so long. But yeah, that kid, he did survive, right? He survived.
Yes, he did. Right? Yes, he did.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I give it. Yeah. I don't know about Glenn.
He's a good character.
Chucky, though. I don't know about Glenn from Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on Glenn because I'm about to say I can't remember much of Seed of Chucky, but didn't Glenn kill somebody?
He might have, or no, they wanted him to. They were trying to get him to kill someone. I don't know if he actually did or not. I haven't seen Seed of Chucky in so long.
Right. Yeah, I think that's like the least watchable out of all the franchise, of Child's Play is that one.
Yeah, it is.
DJ saying Wes Craven's a final guy, never been killed in a movie that he directed. Right? Hey, he makes a great point too, because Wes has cameoed in his own movies. So he makes a great point. He really does. Like, good call out, DJ.
Dylan
Wait, what?
from New Nightmare. Dylan from New Nightmare.
Yes, absolutely. And talk about a resurgence because of that fan film. I hope we get to see more of Dylan here very, very soon. I really do. He was definitely a great final boy. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, the moments where we see, you know, Freddy kind of possessing him and he's like, with the claw and shit, like, bro, Miko Hughes absolutely fucking killed that role.
Yeah,
he did such a great job in that movie. Oh, this is another good one.
I got like my.
No, what'd you say, Destin?
What's that?
No,
I got like my top pick, but I'm gonna wait. I got my top pick, but I'm gonna wait to the very end.
Okay. Cody saying R.J. McCready from The Thing and Dr. Dan from Halloween Season of the Witch is badass final guys. I'd have to concur with that statement. You know, I'll be honest. Originally, I wasn't the biggest fan of The Thing, but after rewatching it here recently, definitely a great fucking movie for sure. It's different, you know, because it is more like sci-fi creature flick and stuff, but definitely a great movie. And Kurt Russell and Keith David were excellent in that movie for sure.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dan from Halloween Season of the Witch, isn't that Tom Atkins' character? I can't remember if that's his name or not.
I can't remember if that's his name, but I was assuming that's who he's talking about.
I'm assuming that as well. Yeah, Tom Atkins in Halloween Season of the Witch, he was badass. That dude's badass in almost anything that he plays in. Shit, he was great in Maniac Cop too.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
This ain't gonna be on anybody's list, I don't think, but definitely a final guy. Badass character. Cooper from Event Horizon.
The
one that survived?
No. I know what you're talking about.
He survived.
Yeah.
And he was the comedy relief too. And
yeah, he was.
I remember him coming through the chamber and going, "Oh, don't hit me," because everybody was about to like, "Oh, don't hit me."
Oh man, yo, you just took me back. Nah, man, that is a great pick, Destin, because you know that movie doesn't get talked about enough either, and the characters that they had in it. And I agree, he was definitely a fun character, and he was a great final guy. You know what I mean? He kept you invested into the movie. I mean, I feel like that whole movie kept you invested, but he definitely did stand out for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cody's saying, would you consider Kale from Disturbia a final guy? If so, he's up there. He killed his neighbor. Come on now. Yes, absolutely. Yes, he is considered a final guy. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think so.
Shia LaBeouf as Kale is definitely considered a final guy. And I agree. He is badass because he did kill his neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Great pick.
Yeah.
I got one. Fool from People Under the Stairs.
Oh, the kid?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good. Did Ving Rhames died in that, didn't he?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Man, he's great too. But Fool, yeah, dude. I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, now that you said that, yeah, dude. Yeah, great pick. That was a good one.
Did Roach live? Roach, no, man. Bro, you bringing up a sore subject for me, man. Because that was my boy. Fucking Roach. Yes. Roach was my guy, man. I was so pissed when he died in that movie, man. Such a great character. But yeah, Fool. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite final guys of all times. He's up there. He had some of the best dialogue that you get from a final guy character in all of horror. You know, I'm done fucking around. I forget exactly how he says it, you know what I mean, at the end. But that ending dialogue where he's basically challenging Everett McGill's character, fucking awesome, man. Like that kid, I'm surprised he hasn't played in more horror movies. Like, what the fuck has that guy been up to?
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just baffling to me. Like, I don't see how anybody can look at that performance and not say, and say to themselves, oh, I don't want that guy playing in my movie as a final guy, or I don't want that guy playing in my movie at all. Like, you hardly have seen him since that movie. And it's mind-blowing to me.
The guy who played Roach? The guy who played
Roach?
The
kid who played Fool.
Oh, was he the same kid that was in The Sandlot?
I think he was.
I just watched Sandlot the other day with my 8-year-old because I'm like introducing him to a bunch of movies I grew up with. And I was like, what other movies do I know him from? And now that we're talking about People Under the Stairs, I was like, I think that was his younger performance was People Under the Stairs. I think that's probably why I liked it so much because I was like, oh yeah, I know him from The Sandlot, you know, when I was a kid.
Foo! Fucking Roach, man. Oh! They should have never killed him, Destin. They should have never killed Roach. Should have never killed him.
Yeah. Roach has the guy who plays Roach has a TikTok and he's always on there live talking to his audience about all his roles. You know, he's also in Twister. He's one of the group in Twisters. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
He got a wild look.
Yo, every time I see him in a movie, I don't care. He's always Roach to me.
He's Roach.
Roach! Every time I see him play in a movie. That is my guy, man. He is awesome in that movie. He should have lived.
Yeah.
Dom's asking, what about Emilio Estevez from Maximum Overdrive? I have never seen that movie, Dom, so I can't give you my opinion on that. What about you, Destin? Have you seen Maximum Overdrive?
I saw it one time a long time ago. I can't remember how it plays out or anything. It was like on TV or something whenever I watched it. And I don't even know if I watched it from beginning to end. I might have just watched, part of it. But yeah, I give it to them. Yeah. Emilio Estevez. Yeah. He did his thing in that movie from what I recall. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like that. Casey from The Faculty alongside Zeke,
oh yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? I can't even think of his name now. Who plays Casey? Guy from Lord of the Rings, Frodo. I can't think of his name right now.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. That's it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, he definitely is a good final guy. I mean, he was kind of born for it, especially playing alongside Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son.
Yeah. But kind of think about it, man. The Faculty, man, you had 2 final guys, and they were the only ones that did not become an alien,
Very good point. Very good point. And that's one of the rare horror movies that you get 2 final guys making it into a possible sequel, even though they're doing a remake or whatever the hell they're doing with it.
Back.
Right. Like, that was one of the few movies where we actually get multiple final guys.
Yeah.
Bell saying Reggie from Phantasm is a good final guy. I concur with that statement. What about you, Destin?
Yeah, just saw that recently. Absolutely. Very good pick.
Hell yeah. DJ saying Norman Bates in Psycho. I mean, I guess, you really kind of, got to give it to him. I mean, even though he is a killer, he does survive. Like, he does make it into the next movies and stuff. So,
and he becomes a good guy, right? And like the next one or something. Yeah.
Well,
number 2.
Yeah. In the second one, he is a good guy for the most part up until the end.
Okay.
I would say you haven't seen Psycho 2 yet, have you?
I think I did. I think I did like a watch party. No, I think I watched along or did a watch party with Steven and Knight or something
Okay.
one time. But I didn't catch it from the beginning. I came in like midway.
Oh,
But it was
bro,
good. I liked it. I was
yeah.
like, man, this was a good movie.
How about that ending?
Yeah.
How about that ending? The fucking shovel to the back. So savage.
Yeah.
So raw. So raw.
Yeah.
Not a bad pick, DJ. I mean, he is a killer, but you do make a good point in regards to him kind of being a final guy because he does make it into the other iterations of the franchise.
Yeah.
See, that's what I thought. Yeah, King Matthew said Glenn killed that guy with the acid. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. I figured he did some type of kill in that movie.
It's a doll. I don't really consider it a.
DJ saying Reggie from Friday the 13th movie franchise. I think you're talking about from New Beginning, if I'm not mistaken, the 5th one, where it was the copycat Jason. Yeah, he wasn't a bad final guy. I wouldn't put him up there, but he's a good character for sure. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't put him up there like as memorable final guys and stuff. But he is a final guy nonetheless, and he is a good character. What about you, Destin? What do you feel about Reggie from Friday the 13th Part 5?
I can't recall it. I can't recall it.
I can't recall it.
I just can't. I can't speak on what I do not know.
Dom saying Glenda, his alternate personality kills someone. Okay. Glenda, all the same. They're both a fucking killer. I don't care. I don't know. Like, okay, so Glenn survived in the ending with his twin sister laughing my ass off. They were in human bodies. Also, Chucky tried to kill him and his mother. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, now that you say that,
Man,
that is
giving Glenn a lot of we're giving Glenn a lot of opportunities to be the final guy.
Yeah, right. Oh, Val saying Shaun from Shaun of the Dead is a funny and pretty badass final guy. LOL. I have never watched Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, it's good, dude. It's a good one. It's
okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It took a while for me to really get on board because everybody loved the movie and thought it was so funny. I was like, I watched it one time in college, and I watched it with like a room full of like everybody that could quote the movie. So I didn't like really get into it because everybody's speaking alongside the movie, and I'm like, is it that funny? Is it that quotable? I need to rewatch it again, but it was decent. It was good, but Shaun was awesome. It kind of put Simon Pegg on the map. So
that is true. That is very true. So we are almost, I'm gonna say we're a little over an hour into the stream. We are about to start to wind down and stuff. So Destin, I think what we're gonna do next here is basically rattle off our top 3 final guys in horror, that we can think of and stuff. So we'll start with you, Destin. Who are your top 3? Numero uno, numero 2, and numero 3 horror final guys in all of horror movie history.
Even if I've already picked them?
Even if you already picked them.
Son of a gun. All right. I'm gonna have to go with Zeke from The Faculty. I'm gonna have to go with Seth Gecko from Dusk Till Dawn.
Ooh.
Clooney's character. I thought he was badass, man. Like I wanted to be that dude. Like, even his tattoo, like I was just like, man, there's a part where he ran out of bullets and he just did his head like this just to get punched because he knew he was about to get his ass whooped. He just took a beating. And I was like, dude, George Clooney, I wish he would come back and do it from Dusk Till Dawn movie. That's anyways, great character that we need more of it. Seth Gecko, number 2. And number 1, is Dewey from Scream. It's got to go to Dewey. He's the heart of the franchise, or was. I still think he is. And he was like the big brother. You see him develop all the way from being a rookie to being clumsy, always keeping his charm, and then down to a broken man all the way to the end. And I'm like, no, man, this guy survived it too many times, and definitely he deserves he deserves the crown, in my opinion.
Hell yeah, man. Awesome list. So if I had to choose my top 3, starting at number 3, for me, would have to be Randy Meeks. It would have to be Randy Meeks because of how he set the rules in the Scream franchise. And just, I'm a huge Jamie Kennedy fan. I'm a huge fan of his stand-ups. I'm a huge fan of his other movies and projects that he's done and stuff. But in regards to the Scream franchise, he is arguably, outside of Sidney and the other 2 characters in Gale and Dewey, he is arguably the most important character in the entire franchise because, again, he sets the rules. And not only that, he was great at pointing out who the killers were. You know what I mean? His knowledge, in both movies, his knowledge was so far advanced that he could just pick them out. And it's just like, holy shit, Randy was right. You wish you could say the same for his niece, Mindy. My number 2 final guy would have to be Dewey Riley. It would have to be Dewey. He has to be in I feel like in anybody's top 3 to top 5 lists, he has to be placed somewhere in there. And for me, he is number 2. Love David Arquette in the role. I think, he is the embodiment of that protector. I mean, he's the protector. He's willing to risk his life to save others. And not only that, he was a great character. He had a great sense of humor. He was quirky, and stuff like that. Like, he was just, in my opinion, he was the type of guy that you would want to bring to the cookout with you. He's one of those, friends that, I'm not even asking my parents for permission. The dude's coming over. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So Dewey has to be number 2 for me. But you guys know who my numero uno is. And to me, he is the greatest final guy in the history of horror. I don't think we'll ever see a final guy character much like his. Is the one, the only Dr. Loomis.
I knew you were going to say it.
Bro, you know it, bro. That is my guy. It has just nothing to do with me naming my channel after a piece of dialogue that he said. I genuinely believe in that. Like, to me, he is the best final guy of all time because when our final girl in the Halloween franchise didn't want to do any more Halloween movies, Dr. Loomis was the one who put on the coat and the tie and the undershirts and everything else that came with the attachments. He was the one who kept the franchise going when they brought it back with Halloween 4. He is the one who kept Michael Myers going. You know what I mean? He was that one constant in the Halloween franchise that if you weren't going to get a Jamie Lee Curtis, well, is Donald Pleasant's name on the, poster tag? Oh, he is. I'm going to see that Halloween movie. Why? Because Dr. Loomis is coming back. And not only that, he had such a great character arc from being the doctor who was trying to help this crazed little boy. He was the doctor who was trying to help him, from going to the doctor who tried to warn everybody about him to becoming the doctor that actually kind of went mad, like the patient that he was trying to cure and stuff. Right. And I feel like that's some of the best, deepest storytelling and character work in regards to any character in the horror genre that has ever been done. Like, to me, we will never see. And I could be wrong. Another character could end up proving me wrong someday. But until that happens, to me, Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasance in the Halloween franchise is the greatest final guy in horror movie history because of the character that he was and the arc that we got with that character and the longevity. My guy was filming another Halloween movie when he passed away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's dedication. That's dedication right there. You know what I mean? So For me, the ultimate final guy is the one, the only Dr. Samuel Loomis from Smith Grove Sanitarium. Love him.
Hell yeah, dude.
Love
I
him,
knew
man.
it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
That's my guy, bro.
I wanted to put Randy on mine as well, but I didn't want to put two characters from Scream on there. I just kind of I wanted to be a little bit different because I'm trying to think of like overall characters from different heart, because Randy definitely deserves to be up there. And I would probably replace Zeke with Randy, to be honest. Even though that I do like that character, but I just didn't want to do. I just wanted to do something from different movies. You know, that's all it was. But yeah, man, Randy is always great, man. I always kind of saw myself as Randy whenever I first watched that movie. And he set the foundation, man. And man, it's a shame because I wish we would have got more. It worked so well just seeing that one scene in Scream 2 with Dewey and Randy going back and forth in that ice cream shop. If I want to see more of that, if it was Gail and Sydney and then Dewey and Randy, and it was just like, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
Oh, bro, that's one of my favorite scenes in the entire franchise is when him and Dewey are having that sit down in that, little college restaurant or whatever it was, a little diner, whatever you want to call it, and stuff. And I just love the back and forth between the two, especially when Randy brings up Gail being a killer and Dewey's like, nah, Gail's a lot of things, but she's no killer. And Randy's like, it's because you're sweet on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dewey's just like, no, I'm not. And he's like, come on, it's me. It's me talking, Randy. The love slave of Sidney Prescott. I know all about obsession and pain. Like them two together in that moment, and that scene was pure fucking gold, bro. We should have had more moments like that with them two, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. It would have been hilarious. What could have been?
Yes, for sure. What could have been, man, for sure. Pietro saying James Marsden plays a final guy in The Box 2009. Have you ever seen that movie, Destin? I've heard about it, but I never got around to watching it.
Is that the one with Cameron Diaz and him? I think I did one time.
It might be.
Where a box ends up at the front door or something. And I can't remember much about it, though.
Oh, this is a good one. DJ saying Joey from Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Yeah, he was another good one.
Yep, it was a good one. Whenever I was a kid, I always thought Joey was Jesse.
From the second movie?
Yeah, I thought that was. I got the names mixed up for years whenever I was a kid, and I was like, man, why is he mute in this movie? Like, I thought it was him. I was like, man, Freddy really damaged him in that last one. He ain't even talking.
Yeah, damn, Freddy really damaged him in that one. Holy shit. Oh, man, that's good shit right there. Oh, good stuff, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm so glad we got to do the podcast tonight because I needed it, man. Like, last couple of days is putting all this I Know What You Did Last Summer stuff together. It's been kind of overwhelming a little bit, but just to come on here and just hang out and talk some Final Guys of Horror it's definitely the cure that I need.
Change up the pace a little bit. Let's just do something different. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. DJ saying Nad Kincaid. Yup, absolutely. Fucking right. Or as he says in Destin's video, fucking A.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Speaking of, I guess we should go ahead and plug this in real quick.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
For the next episode that will be on my channel next week, I will have to move it. It won't be on Wednesday next week because I'll be on the set of Landman Season 2 doing my first day. So I don't know how long that's going to take. So I don't want to commit and say, we can do it. So I'll move it to either Tuesday or Thursday. I'll figure it out. And but we'll still have the episode. It'll just be on a different day next week on my channel.
Hell yeah, man. Sounds good. Hell yeah. My boy gonna be on the set of Landman. Next thing you know, he gonna get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well, since we've been on the stream, dude, I just got an email from the casting agency, and they just sent me they finally sent me the address. I have to be there this Friday actually to get fitted.
Oh,
I got to look it all up and everything to figure out where I'm going. But I'm like, damn, I thought I had to be there next Wednesday, but I guess I got to get
this shit's
fitted
juking,
now.
bro. This shit's starting to juke. Let's go, Destin. Let's go, bro. I'm so fucking happy for you, man. You fucking deserve it.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. We are going to get to these last few comments, and then we are going to call it a night here on this episode of the podcast. But guys, stay tuned. You know, here on the channel, I will be having some streams later on in the week that we will, hang out and get to. I will also say to my members, keep an eye out for your notifications in the members only tab, because I will also be having streams up for the streams and a couple of watch parties that I'm going to be putting together here for you guys in the community tab. So just keep an eye out for you guys' posts and stuff. I know sometimes YouTube can be a little wonky. So again, just keep an eye out for me. I do have stuff that we'll be posting here over the next day or two. Castellar, Daniel Garcia, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a great night. Saying Tony Todd and Michael Rooker in Shadow Builder. I have never seen that movie. What about you, Destin?
Bring it back up. Tony Todd and
Michael Rooker and Shadow Builder.
I guess I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Out.
Sounds interesting. I mean, it's got Michael Rooker and Tony Todd. So
yeah. It's got to be somewhat entertaining.
Pietro saying the guy from Get Out 2017. Yeah, he's another good final guy for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, that's a good one.
Hell yeah, Castellar saying Roger Cobb from House, and Roger from Night of the Demons. I didn't know you were talking about Roger. I never seen House. So, but Roger from Night of the Demons, yeah, Roger's that dude. He wasn't playing that nonsense. Oh man, fucking Roger was fun. Pietro saying the guy from The Hills Have Eyes. Man, I haven't watched that movie in a little bit neither. Are you talking about the original or the remake? Because it's been a while since I've seen either.
The remake had two guys. It had the little brother and the brother-in-law that survived, and the dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to revisit those movies.
They're good. The remakes are.
Yo, what's up, Paula? I hope you're having a great night. Unfortunately, we are about to end the stream here, but don't worry, you will see us here later on in the week, because I got some more streams, that will be popping up on you guys' feed here over the next couple of days. That's right, Dom, saying Dr. Loomis is the Batman of the Halloween universe. Absolutely. Absolutely. I usually wouldn't even play into this and stuff like that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Indy saying stop using AI, boy. Hey, Indy, how about you try not telling me what the fuck I should do? I'm a grown-ass man. How about that? You worry about what you want to do in your life, and I'll worry about what I want to do in my life. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Come again.
Yeah. Suck less, Indy. There's only one Indy. His last name is Jones.
Yes, and everyone, whether you're just popping in or if you guys are going to catch the replay, definitely shoot the like button on this episode of the podcast. It definitely helps the channel get noticed more, as well as it helps us, my channel and Destin's channel, get more traction, especially in regards to these episodes of the podcast, because the more likes we get, the greater the community grows. So definitely shoot that like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm for sure. Yo, what's up, Jamie? Oh, you're coming in at the last minute, Jamie. I hope you're having a great night. We got to get together soon, Jamie. It's been far too long. Far too long. Let me know when you're ready to come on a stream with your boy. Please. DJ asking when was Phantasm 2? It was supposed to be this past Monday, but I actually deleted that stream because I actually made a whole new StreamYard account that I bought into and stuff. So I have to set that stream up again on this StreamYard account that I have that I'm using now and stuff. So most likely Phantasm 2, as long as everything goes well, will be scheduled for next Monday night.
And I still got to set up Rocky Horror Picture Show for Bow's pick.
Jamie's saying, oh, shoot, I'm always a day late and $1 short. LOL. You're good, Jamie. You are absolutely good. Always glad seeing you here, friend. And I'm being serious. Whenever you can, whenever you have time and you want to do a live stream, you let me know and I will put it together. Yeah, DJ, I took it down because I basically switched StreamYard accounts. Yep, Jamie saying Rocky Horror rules. Yeah, it does. I remember watching that movie here on the channel a couple of years ago. I think it was right when, I want to say shortly after I started streaming here on the channel. And I remember it was me, Bob Hunt. I don't know if it was anybody else on the panel. But I know Val had recommended it, which she recommended it for Destin's Will, and it got picked. But yeah, that is definitely a fun time, you know, and stuff. If you're just looking to watch a movie that has horror elements, but it's not serious and it's just more of a musical / fun time, that is definitely a good movie to watch.
Quotable. It's very quotable.
Yeah, that was my fault, Paula. I've been busy all day putting together this I Know What You Did Last Summer content and stuff like that. I've actually been busy the last couple of days doing this shit. I got more videos that's going to be releasing tomorrow and stuff. But that was my fault why the stream was up so late. So I apologize for that. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for your notifications because I'm going to be setting up more streams here tonight after this stream for later on in the week. DJ saying Frankenfurter. That's right. my favorite line in that entire movie is when my boy says to Susan Sarandon's character, "Yo, apple pie, don't taste too nice." Fucking geeked me I did not expect that dialogue in that movie. And when I heard it, I'm like, damn, bro, you crushed her. That's fucked up. Like, yeah. Straight raw with it. Straight raw. Okay, Paula saying, yeah, I will get notified. Yes, absolutely. Make sure your notifications are turned on so that you get that ping when I do upload these streams so you guys can attend it. DJ saying, let's do the time warp again. Well, we will be doing the time warp again here very, very soon on Destin's channel, and it's going to be a blast. But okay, everyone, that is it for this episode of the Horror Hooligans podcast. We greatly appreciate everybody who has attended tonight. Again, anyone who catches the replay, do your boys a favor, shoot the like button as well as shoot the podcast tab so you guys are notified when all these episodes on both of our channel are going live. You know, head over to Destin's channel, drop a like on his episodes that we have over there as well. You know, just show your boys some love so that we can keep growing this community because I'm sure you guys have noticed both of our communities are growing for sure. And we welcome anyone here who is a positive vibe and who loves to talk about horror movies. So with that being said, everyone, y'all have a great night and we will catch you guys the next time.
Bye, everybody.